After initially demanding $2 billion, the Securities and Exchange Commission reduced their judgment against Ripple to $125 million. It will still be seen as a success by the corporation, regardless of whether the regulatory agency decides to appeal. An important new turn has occurred in the long-running legal dispute between Ripple and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, which began in late 2020. This dispute has persisted for a considerable amount of time. The corporation was ordered to pay a fine of $125 million for breaking many securities regulations, according to Judge Torres's ruling. The company broke these laws, and this is what happened because of it. When compared to the regulatory authority's original demand of $2 billion, this statistic shows a reduction of 94%. Many saw the finding as a major victory for Ripple and a way to put the matter to rest, but many also pointed out that the SAC could still appeal the ruling. Stuart Al-Jarrah, the company's top legal officer, recently made remarks expressing his belief that he would not be surprised by the agency's action. Such a move would not surprise him, he stated. Regardless, he brought to the attention of the audience the reality that the SEC would be unable to contest some of the most consequential court rulings. Even if the SEC decides to file an appeal, the law states that XRP will be listed on the secondary market as a non-security transaction and that its position as a security would remain unchanged. According to Alderdy's assessment, the chances of the regulator achieving a resounding victory are relatively slim, because Judge Torres has meticulously and methodically treated all of the issues that have arisen in this case. The Court of Appeals alters the findings of the first court in less than 10% of cases, according to his indications. We can say with reasonable certainty that the SEC would be put in a very difficult position by any appeal. My legal training and expertise lead me to advise the Securities and Exchange Commission against pursuing an appeal. The position of Chief Legal Officer at Ripple is not on my resume right now. Furthermore, according to Alderah, the business would pay a fine of $125 million in cash and comply with the court's decision. The company's balance sheet will be used to determine this amount. It was mentioned in the announcement, according to the chief executive officer, that Ripple's cryptocurrency would not contest the sentence, as previously signaled by Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. The court acknowledged that the SEC overplayed its hand and promised to follow the suggestions. Everyone from Ripple to the business to the rule of law can claim success with this victory. On May 3rd, he noticed that the SEC's headwinds had been lifted from the whole XRP ecosystem. In 2023, a senior executive at Ripple named Matt Hamilton announced that the firm is developing a dedicated XRP ledger for digital currencies issued by governments. In his presentation, Hamilton detailed the many strategies employed by cryptocurrency companies in their pursuit of a decentralized XRP ledger. The euro, a form of state-backed digital currency, is the intended user of this version. Some have questioned whether or not this private version reflects public sentiment, and others have raised concerns about the worth of XRP on it. Black Swan capitalists and an adventurous investor jointly claim to have investigated this hidden ledger. Pictures representing the amazing XRP price of $327,000. These photos were shared on this strange website. Because of this, a deluge of rumors started circulating. An earlier collaboration between Ripple and the Republic of Palau served as the impetus for the first stable currency experiment in the world, which the XRP ledger enabled. The world had never seen anything like this before. Assuming all works as planned, stakeholders are hoping that this partnership can reveal further details about the XRP pricing on this mystery ledger and the ledger's existence. Public and private ledgers are at odds with one another, according to a podcast episode featuring the Republic of Palao's Minister of Finance. Their reasoning doesn't acknowledge or reject the existence of a private ledger, even though the Republic of Palau prioritized the public ledger due to its inherent transparency. The current valuation of XRP on this purported hidden ledger is something that many people are interested in learning about. Most people think that the public and private ledgers are merging, which would mean that their prices would be combined and an average would be formed. The fact that this view is popular lends credence to it. However, at this point, all we have is speculation because there is no evidence to back it up. David Schur, Ripple's chief technologist, was present during these talks and shared some interesting predictions about the XRP private ledger's expected pricing. Eventually, the boundary between public and private ledgers may blur and convergence may be just around the corner, even if the process is quite complicated now. This is in place to make sure there is no room for confusion when they collaborate, even if it is a fairly lengthy process. Up until this occurs, there needs to be clear and strict regulation. The announcement that the Bank of Japan will be entering the XRP loan market shows that XRP has captured the attention of major players in the financial industry. The fact that the announcement was made by the SBI proves this. The launch of this new loan service reveals the bank's aim to use XRP for transactions with enterprises and organizations, since it indicates their goal. This is a calculated financial action meant to help the Bitcoin trend, not merely an effort to get into lending operations. Taking part in loan activities is the goal of this move. The allure of XRP extends beyond its speculative worth. Additionally, it has the potential to speed up transfers between institutions and payments made across international borders. One reason why XRP is attractive is because of this. The relationship between Ripple and MasterCard is just one example of how XRP is gaining support from major companies throughout the world. The MasterCard company is a giant in the payment processing industry and a card company at the same time. Thanks to its extensive network of subsidiary firms, it has subsidiaries all around the globe. Along the way, Ripple connects the main arm of MasterCard to its subsidiaries, which include Fluency Consensus, Yakdarith, and other companies. An extensive network of other businesses is also linked to Ripple. From the start of their agreement, MasterCard and Ripple likely intended to use Ripple as their main payment channel. The fact that they are interdependent reveals scalability and liquidity. This implies that their cooperation began with this ambition. Attention viewers should not make any decisions regarding their financial condition without first conducting thorough study and consulting with experts. In spite of the fact that the video's content is purely entertainment-oriented, the weight of the alliance's hypothetical nature and the potential outcomes of the collaboration serve to highlight the gravity of the connection and its potential ramifications. You can't miss the fact that these two details highlight how serious the partnership is.